Hello and welcome back to Destiny. Age of Triumph is just a few days away and we will soon be able to jump in, collect brand new gear with ornaments and have a chance at those lovely exotic Adept weapons. In this video, I want to take a closer look at all 16 of the new exotic Adept weapons and all the new raid gear complete with their new ornaments and a brand new set of high-res images released by Activision. There are a ton of things to cover, so let's jump in. Let's start with those exotic Adept weapons. Of the legendary weapons we know from the raids, you have a chance of getting these exotic Adept weapons only when the raid is featured as the weekly featured raid. You have a chance of getting one of these weapons when you complete the challenge mode for the raid while it's featured. So if you don't get any exotic Adept weapons in the upcoming Crota's End, you will have to wait 4 weeks to get another chance for one of these beauties. You still will be able to obtain 400 light legendary versions of these weapons, but that means they won't come with their elemental damage bonus. So let's go over each of the 16 exotic Adept weapons and all of their awesomeness. Starting off with the exotic Adept weapons obtainable through Crota's End, the Abyss Defiant, which will have solar damage. Next up, you will have the Oversoul Edict, which will have arc damage and a perk of full auto. Next up, we have Fang of Iriut, which will feature arc damage, and one I am definitely hoping to get. Finally, we have the Word of Crota, which will feature void damage. Next up, let's take a look at the Vault of Glass exotic Adept weapons, starting with Atheon's Epilogue. It'll have void damage and an absolute bullet hose, so I'm looking forward to this one. Next, we have Praedyth's Timepiece with arc damage. And next up, we have a fan favorite, the Vision of Confluence, which will feature solar damage, plus this thing features full auto and it hits like a Mack truck. So I know this is one that I will definitely be looking to get. And finally, we have the return of the second most sought after weapon in Destiny, second to the Gjallarhorn, which is the Fatebringer. It will feature arc damage, Firefly, and Outlaw. Now moving on to the King's Fall and some of the most interesting looking weapons in Destiny, as these are the weapons we don't know the elemental damage type since they didn't have them originally, so I'm very anxious to see what we get with these. To start, we have the Anguish of Dristan, which is an auto rifle, the Smite of Moraine, the Pulse Rifle, Doom of Chelsis, the Scout Rifle and a personal favorite, and lastly the Zalus Bane of the Hand Cannon, which hits like a Mack truck. Finally, we have the Wrath of the Machine set, which also did not have elemental damage on them, so I'm anxious to see what we get from this set as well. Starting off, we have the Genesis Chain, the Auto Rifle, the Pulse Rifle Steel Medulla, which is a favorite of everybody, the Scout Rifle Chaos Dogma, and the Hand Cannon Fever and Remedy. Aside from the amazing sets of weapons, we got some great pictures of the Ghost Shells coming. First is the Templar Shell from Vault of Glass and the Ascendant Shell from Crota's End. Moving on, we also got some amazing high-def images of all the raid gear with their ornaments, so stick around if you want to check that out. Aside from that, guys, I'm very excited for these new exotic weapons and raid armor sets, and Tuesday just can't get here fast enough. Remember, the featured raid on Tuesday will be Crota's End. Anyways, I will be posting more Age of Triumph and raid content as the days come. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you'll be alerted as soon as videos go live. Also be sure to drop a like if you are enjoying these videos, as they really do help. You all stay awesome, and I will see you in the next video.